London.
Make a difference. Thousands of people across the UK are taking part in a Walk for Autism, which has already raised more this year than in its 4-year history. Officially starting on March the 26th, walkers will undertake 10,000 steps a day for 8 days, ending on World Autism Awareness Day. Around £250,000 has already been raised through the fundraising campaign by Autism Initiatives, and I'm joined now by Bridgerton and Emmerdale actor Simon Lennon. Hello, Simon. Good morning.
Hiya, how are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. Why did you choose to get involved in this particular campaign?
Well, I've been involved with Walk for Autism and Autism Initiatives for the past couple of years. Actually, the initial contact came through a family friend, but I think just I had the opportunity to go and visit their offices in the Northwest a couple of years back and learn a bit about the work they do, and I've got some experience from years ago before I was working professionally as an actor, of working a lot with boys with autism in particular. And I think the work that Walk for Autism and Autism Initiatives do is just so important in providing support for anyone that needs it, really. There's families, carers and people with autism, just especially in a global pandemic when it's so hard to raise money, it's so hard to make sure everyone has the support they need. I think the work they're doing is incredible.
And it's quite amazing that Walk for Autism has already raised more this year than in its 4-year history, when this is the year when it's been so difficult to raise funds because people are, worried about the future and financially, precarious.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it just shows the generosity of the public, of people that want to help in a time of need, but when they're also suffering themselves and struggling themselves. And I think, as you said before, they've raised, I think, over £260,000 so far, which is incredible, and that money will go to help so many people. Which, again, it's amazing that we've managed to raise that much money, and hopefully that will keep increasing over the next few weeks as the campaign approaches and the walking week is upon us.
Well, thank you, Simon, very much for talking to us about it. Let's go to John Gordon, who's Head of Enterprise for Autism Initiatives. Hello, John. Good morning.
Good morning, Vanessa.
So what an amazing result to having raised all that money in such incredibly difficult circumstances. What are the sorts of things that you will be doing with the money?
Our founder, Pat Minshall, was a prolific fundraiser, and we believe it's Pat's wish to continue to do so like this. The money raised goes to a variety of projects around the UK and Ireland. For instance, in England and Wales, we run some specialist schools for autistic children, where we've been fundraising for additional laptops and tablets and technology to help them with communication during this time. In Scotland, we've funded some social groups and book clubs for adults within a city centre drop-in that have all had to go online.
I mean, one of the things that we've been hearing about during this pandemic is for those people on the autism spectrum, it can be particularly difficult. Not that it isn't difficult for everybody, but it can be particularly difficult because very often these individuals are very keen on routine, and they really do like everything to be exactly the same in exactly the same way. And this has been terribly disruptive to most people's routines. Has that been something that you've been grappling with?
Yes, it is. We're very fortunate. We've got some really skilled, resilient staff who are well trained, and we've spent a lot of time and energy making that transition as smooth as possible for people that we support throughout the pandemic. And generally, people have been able to do a lot of the things that they would like to do, but within a safe environment.
Well, that's great, isn't it? Because I know that certainly towards the beginning, parents particularly were feeling quite panicky about it, and we're just thinking we just don't know how to kind of instill that sense of a continuum, when actually it's not continuing. It's just incredibly difficult, and people were floundering, and quite understandably. So tell me about the Walk for Autism, when it is, where it is, how people can get involved, what you want people to do.
Okay, thank you. So, as you say, it's now in its 4th year. Walk for Autism is a fundraising challenge to walk 10,000 steps for 8 days from the 26th of March, and to raise awareness for World Autism Awareness Day, which is on the 2nd of April, the end of the walk.
Hello, yeah?
Hi. Sorry, I didn't hear that. So all our walkers have been amazing, getting to £267,000, but we think we can do a little bit more with a couple of weeks to go. You have only until next weekend to sign up and join the thousands of walkers who are already doing it. And you can find out more on www.walkforautism.co.uk.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for talking to us. Thanks to John Gordon there, and also the actor Simon Lennon.
BBC Radio London.
Make a difference.